what's up, you guys? It's your fave, Say the Fae here, and I'm sitting down with Deep in the Bars to talk about my newest single, Worth It. Never should've listened when you said it's me and you. You never said sorry when you knew I deserved it. Hold my hands in private, but let go when they look. I just wanna know in the end, was it all worth it? So a lot of my songs are inspired by a lot of life experiences, and some of my songs are inspired by things that haven't happened to me but are still very relatable to a lot of girls. And for Worth It, the idea behind it was you're being led on by somebody. There's somebody in your life who's making you feel in private like you are important to them, and then out in public they're kind of just like it's whatever. I've had a situation like that before that has really fed into the inspiration of this song. So whenever I say, hold my hands in private, but let go and they look, I'm pretty much just talking about a real life experience that I've had where I was with someone and everything was all good in private, and we were talking as though we were going to be like more serious or like walk into maybe exclusivity. And then we went out in public one time and they were just like, hey, just so you know, like, we're still single. Just want to let you know. And I was like, fuck. Okay, cool. Right. Okay. So, yeah, that was a situation that kind of inspired those lyrics. But I would say the whole song is inspired by just so many traumatizing situations with men that I have had over the last however many years that I've been dating. So the you never said sorry when you knew I deserved it. My songwriting technique really is just me trying to be as blunt and as brutal as possible with my lyrics, because my emotions and my feelings about what I'm singing are blunt and brutal. I love artistry. I love, metaphors. I love poetic lyrics, but sometimes I kind of just want to say what I mean and mean what I say. And so when I said you said sorry, or you never said sorry when you knew I deserved it, I'm telling that person who's done me wrong before that you know that I deserve better from you. You've probably told me that I deserve better, but you never decided to step up and be that better person. And that's just something that really resonates with me and with a lot of women, is that, it really is true. He would if he wanted to. And that's kind of the element that I brought into those lyrics. You don't know how good it feels to know that you're finally gone. Breaking my heart, I'm asking myself what I did wrong. You don't even know how long it took to know it ain't me. I could say, baby, thank you, 'cause I'm finally free. So something that I've fallen victim to, and something a lot of women have fallen victim to, is whenever something doesn't work out with a person and you've had like just an abnormal falling out, or like you just can't wrap your head around why you felt you did everything right and you still weren't appreciated for it, why you felt like you put your all, you put a lot of emotion and a lot of investment into building something with someone just for them to just kind of like shit all over you. My lyrics in Worth It are really just to represent women who have felt those types of emotions or really put themselves out there because they're looking for love, or they're looking to make something work with someone, and that someone just didn't appreciate them, just didn't give them the love, time, attention, and graciousness that they deserve. But another thing that I wanted Worth It to stand for is just the liberation from that, and I wanted to inspire someone to leave that situationship and don't hold out on the person who's out there who is willing to treat them right and willing to give them that freedom and that release. Because there's always somebody out there who's willing to give you the love that you deserve. But in the meantime, while you're searching for that person, don't, waste your time going around kissing a bunch of frogs, because your prince is coming regardless, or your princess. And, I just wanted to inspire more people to love themselves first, to find freedom within themselves, and to treat themselves with the love that they deserve until the person, that's meant for them comes along and just adds on to the love that's already there, instead of making up for what somebody else didn't do, or or instead of contributing to your healing, you become like dependent to their healing, if that makes sense. So whenever I released Worth It, honestly, I treated it like it was my baby. I really wanted the best for Worth It. And so for me, it was about bringing visuals behind the song, it was about bringing visuals behind the song. It was about bringing, powerful lyrics that people could resonate with, and just all different types of elements to make the song really come to life. And so I hired a videographer to shoot Worth It for me, gave them pretty much most creative control, although I can be a little nitpicky sometimes. Um, Luckily, I had a really awesome team backing that music video. I had a lot of my friends playing as like party goers, and the theme behind the video was kind of just like silent disco party, where in the first scene of the video, we're all at a party and we're all like dancing and grooving and kicking it and stuff, and then um, the whole time I'm feeling kind of insecure and I'm not really feeling like myself. And like in the video, you can see me kind of just like looking around, kind of spacing out and stuff like that. And my subconscious is telling me that people in the room are kind of looking at me like I don't belong. Um, and then later on in the song, you see me dancing, having fun. I'm a part of the group now, stuff like that. There's a couple scenes where I'm 100% by myself in this room, just alone, dancing by myself. And that version of me is more confident, more free, more expressive, more, happy to be there. And I think the way that this relates to the music itself is a lot of my lyrics are about finding freedom within yourself, like how I was saying before. It's about like loving yourself. It's about finding your confident, sexy bad bitch version of yourself without needing any help, without needing any presence of a love interest or anything like that. It's just finding yourself. And I wanted the music video to represent that. So I'm really grateful for my team, for my videographer, and for my group of friends who were awesome enough to act in the video for me, which you can find on YouTube. So when I first started writing Worth It, a little bit of context, a little bit of backstory. I think, as everyone does, I have a lot of like mental health uphills and downhills. One of the things that I really picked up consistently in the past year or so is journaling. I honestly recommend anybody who is struggling with anything to journal and to write it all down, just because for me and my journal, I take it everywhere I go, and it's extremely, it's extremely enlightening to see where I was 6 months in the past from now versus where I am now, and the types of things that I was struggling with then and the types of things that I'm struggling with now. They're just two different worlds. And I treat a lot of my songs the same way, as just like another form of journaling. A lot of artists will say that a lot of the songs that they write are about personal experiences. For me, I write about personal experiences. I write about fears. I write about things that inspire me, things that I want to happen and see in my life. And so, Worth It was just one of those songs where, I'm at home, I'm feeling like a creative surge, and I want to talk about something that I had written in my journal one time where I was complaining in my journal about, like, oh gosh, like, I'll never understand why I had to be treated so badly in the past to get to where I am now, to feel even a little bit better about myself now, or to even be in a better relationship. Like, why I had to go through all of that just to reach where I am now. What kind of lessons was I learning? What kind of life lessons was I getting back then that I really needed to lead to now? And that's just something that I was thinking about when I wrote this song. And I wanted to write about what I was feeling when I was going through those types of emotions back when I was in those, not so good relationships or situationships. And Worth It came out of it. And I'm really proud of it because, as poppy and as dreamy as it sounds, it really does have some meaning to it, some emotion in it, and some personal growth hidden in there from old me to new me.